We are so close to the release of Street Fighter 6. I have been providing you guys a lot of Street Fighter 6 content, and I'm very much happy that you guys have been enjoying a large majority of it. I've had a lot of fun making this content, but for the most part, I've only really been covering informational topics as well as things to prepare you guys for the game. But I decided let's do some more fun topics to cover, and one of the main ones that I wanted to talk about is what are the characters that you want to return in Street Fighter 6. In this video, I'm going to be covering the characters that I want to return, but definitely let me know in the comment section below who do you guys want to see. Now currently we already have the first season of Street Fighter 6 DLC announced, and we already know who is coming out and when they're coming out. So I already know all of these picks I'm going to be provided will not be making it into season 1 of the game, but we can definitely plan for multiple seasons ahead of time because we already know Street Fighter 6 is going to be here for a while. And so for my list, I'm going to be providing you guys 6 characters or who I think should be added into Street Fighter 6. And let's go ahead and get into it. My first pick, C Viper. C Viper is the #1 pick because she is just the coolest Street Fighter character in the series. There is no debate about that. C Viper is one of the best female characters, and I'm not even a person that likes to play waifus, but seeing all of the gameplay from her in Street Fighter 4, which I didn't really get a chance to play too much, I really want her to come back to give me the opportunity to do so. That move is called Seismo, and the super jump cancels and all the crazy execution that you can do with this character. She just seems really sick. She hasn't been in a game since Street Fighter 4, so I think it's very much time for her to get that representation once again. She's already a fan favorite. She's one of the biggest characters that a lot of people love from Street Fighter 4. I think the only character that probably contests with that is Juri, and Juri has been loved ever since. So I think it's probably time that we get some love for C Viper as well and bring her back. I know her execution is really hard in comparison to some of the other characters, but hey, just for her design alone and how she looks, bro, I'll deal with the execution to get better with her and learn how to play that character. Hold up, I see you haven't left a like yet. Remember to leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you are new, as well as comment down below if you want to be entered in my Street Fighter 6 giveaway. I am giving away 2 copies of the game on release day on my day 1 stream, and to enter, all you guys have to do is comment hashtag Soul Street Fighter 6 and let me know what characters do you want to return in Street Fighter 6. But I don't want to hold you guys up any longer. Let's get back to the video. For our next one, we got to get another boxer in the game. We had Balrog and we had Ed in Street Fighter 5, and we got Ed coming back in Street Fighter 6, but we don't need Balrog this time. Who we need to come back is the gentleman boxer himself, the one that set it all up, my man Dudley. I know Balrog came before Dudley. I just like Dudley more. Dudley being the gentleman boxer and being such a cool character, not only in Street Fighter 3rd Strike, but as well as when he returned in Street Fighter 4. I think that he'll just be a great addition and very much loved within Street Fighter 6. I don't know if they want to have this tradition of having 2 boxer characters within the game, but I very much do hope that they at least bring Dudley back one more time before we completely shelve him to not return for at least another few games. I think that he will very much fit in the Street Fighter 6 system, and I think being able to see the man Smug do some 1-frame link combos, or at least just some sick overall combos with Dudley again, or just be super hyped to have, because have y'all seen the shit that Smug was doing in Street Fighter 4 online? For the next character, I'm going to step away from the Street Fighter 4 representation. So let's get and step back and let's grab somebody from Street Fighter 5. I know that game is very tainted at the moment, but there is a diamond in the rough that game that was actually a really good entry and a lot of people loved. Menat. Menat is the apprentice of Rose, if I'm not mistaken, and she just overall looks amazing. She has probably the best design out of any of the characters in Street Fighter 5, and she overall just has a really solid playstyle that I think a lot of people that love that archetype of character will definitely love for her to come back within the series. Menat filling that position of being our Rose of the game, I think that'll be a very nice thing to settle upon, at least for these next few games. I love Rose. I think Rose is a very cool character, but her coming back in 5, in my opinion, wasn't ultimately really needed. Menat returning in 6 though, I think we really need that. I don't think there's too many characters in the Street Fighter 5 that got as much love as Menat does, and I think that's overall because of how well she was received, not only in design but in character and its playstyle. And I think it would just ultimately make sense that really out of any other characters to be brought back from Street Fighter 5, I think Menat is probably one of the main ones on that list that should be brought back. Now my fourth pick. I know my man Ghost from Third Strike gonna love this. We need the man to finally get his representation within Street Fighter again. He needs to get the respect he deserves and actually be a good character this time around. He already has his mini game in Street Fighter 6, so it only makes sense that he comes back into Street Fighter finally and not just as a cameo. If you guys know who I'm talking about, then you know you'll probably agree with me. Sean deserves to be in Street Fighter 6. Sean overall is just a very cool character that a lot of people were actually pretty excited to see within Street Fighter 3. Even though he's a Shoto, just like Akuma, Ken, and Ryu at this point, all of the Shotos play a different playstyle of a Shoto. They definitely have the core basics, similar basics, but I think that Sean's overall game plan can be amplified and made even more unique than what it was in 3 to make him an overall independent character that I think a lot of people would just enjoy. He isn't that great in 3, and he was only a cameo in Street Fighter 5. Like, why would you do that to my man? But you add his sister. I love Lord, don't attack me. Sean doesn't deserve to be a Dan of Street Fighter. I think Sean deserves to be much more than that. And they've even proven that when they made Dan really good in 5, actually. Let's get to my next character, which probably is going to surprise a lot of people. I'm not a big grappler person. I'm not even a big body person. But one big body that I do like a lot, or that I think is pretty cool, that should come back in Street Fighter 6, Hugo. Hugo is probably one of the coolest big body characters in the Street Fighter franchise, and I think that he deserves to have his spot back within the roster in Street Fighter 6. One of the big initiatives that Street Fighter 6 is having, if nobody really notices, that a lot of their big body characters is getting a lot of love, and it seems like they're having a lot of fun making them. When I say big body, it's not only specifically for grapplers, but like the brawlers, grapplers, all of the sorts, the ones that look like they hit hard. Zangief, Marissa, and I guess if you want to count Manon in that category as well, E Honda, all of them look really cool, and I think they will do the same thing for Hugo. I don't know what Hugo's reputation is within the Street Fighter community, but I think he's a really sick character just off of design alone. I know Poison got brought back within Street Fighter 5, so I think maybe Poison should sit out at least for the first few seasons or just for the game and let Hugo get a shot at the spotlight again. I think it'll just be very interesting to see how would he work in Street Fighter 6 and what would they change about him to make him fit in the game. If you made it this far into the video, you guys are probably going to click off as soon as I say this next one. But hear me out. Please hear me out. I know this character has done some irreparable damage to the previous Street Fighter game they was in. I know it wasn't a good look, but that's not really their fault. They came at the tail end of the game, so they didn't really get touched up or balanced too much. But they can change that. Capcom can correct their ways with this character and make this character lovable or lovable again. I don't know if anybody ever loved this character. I want Elena in Street Fighter 6. Don't boo me. Please don't boo me. Listen to me. I understand that the healing mechanic that she had within Street Fighter 4 was busted, and it definitely needed to be fixed, toned down, removed, whatever. But I think that if they want to implement that mechanic or just bring her back within Street Fighter 6, they will very much balance her correctly this time and make her a much more engageable character and a lot easier to deal with. I think overall the goal of Street Fighter 6 is to make every character viable, as well as to make every character be able to fight a good fight. And what Elena was doing in Street Fighter 4 wasn't a good fight, but I think they would very much adjust that and make the proper tweaks in order for her to be a nice addition for the Street Fighter 6 roster. I don't know, I kind of just like her character design. I think Elena's pretty cool, but you know what, maybe that's just me. You guys let me know in the comments below. That is my entire list of who I think should be coming or should return into Street Fighter 6. You guys let me know down below, who do you want to return in Street Fighter 6. Remember to leave a like and subscribe to the channel. And I hope you guys do enjoy like similar videos like this that I'll continue to do in the future, because I had a lot of fun doing this. I appreciate you guys. We're so close to Street Fighter 6 that we can taste it. I'll see you guys in the next one.